This is 7 News.
Tonight, AFL fallout. Ben Cousins suspended by Richmond. Mick Malthouse fined for lashing out at a player.
A father's plea over a restaurant's deadly dessert.
I love you all.
And an auction frenzy at Perth's first hail sale of damaged cars.
From the studios of 7 Perth, Susannah Carr and Ardon.
Good evening, welcome to 7 News. Former Eagle Ben Cousins has run into more trouble off-field. Cousins has been suspended by his new club, one of 4 Richmond players punished over a rowdy night at a Sydney hotel. And the AFL has taken quick action against Mick Malthouse, fined over a clash with an opposition player.
Ben Cousins didn't have much to say today. He trained this morning. Then a few hours later, Richmond confirmed the former Eagles' involvement in a booze-fuelled incident at 3 a.m. at a Sydney hotel.
What's happened? Are you still playing? You still with the club?
BHP Billiton has closed down one of its mines after a 45-year-old truck driver was killed underground. It happened at a nickel mine in Leinster, 375 kilometres north of Kalgoorlie. Emergency crews uncovered the body of Wayne Ross early this morning. He was driving a loader that plunged 18 metres down a shaft. Another man, Jason Rose, was rescued from the same mine last year after being trapped for 16 hours after a rockfall. Fly-in, fly-out workers from the mine returned home this afternoon. They were sent home early because of the tragedy. Sally Barry is at Perth Airport. Sally.
So a team of about 30 miners that worked with father of 2 Wayne Ross are now back in Perth. The workers, some visibly upset, say were too scared to speak on camera for fear of losing their jobs. What they would say is Wayne Ross was a good worker and friend. The 45-year-old had worked at the mine for almost a decade. There have been 5 deaths at BHP mines in 8 months. That prompted this angry response from Mines Minister Norman Moore.
If you look at BHP's record over the last couple of years, it hasn't been good at all, and they're very much aware of my concerns about that.
A team of safety inspectors will visit the mine tomorrow to determine when it will reopen. Rick.
Thanks, Sally. The family of a young woman who died of a peanut allergy after a restaurant served her nuts in a dessert are hoping the coroner can come up with changes to protect thousands of others with food allergies. The inquest starts in Carnarvon tomorrow. Emmy Kabansky is there.
Have fun, okay?
I love you all.
Kylie Lynch, a happy, healthy 20-year-old from Karratha, died from anaphylaxis.
Ray Cooker, 7 News.
Teachers to ban literacy and numeracy tests in our schools. That's coming up in 7 News.
Plus, a nation mourns. An outpouring of Princess Diana-like grief.
And how the Dockers did it. Our exclusive access inside the coaches' training tactics.
Quick!
Tomorrow on Sunrise, the Justin Bieber phenomenon. Just 16, but now one of the world's biggest stars. Find out why. Tuesday Sunrise.
In 7's Money Watch, the share market has hit 5,000 points for the first time since the global financial crisis. The ASX 200 was up 36 points. Overseas markets were mixed. All major sectors rose. The price of crude oil was up 55 cents a barrel. The 7 network gained 26 cents. Its 2 largest independent shareholders backing a merger with Kerry Stokes' privately owned Caterpillar dealer Westrac. The big miners were up, while rumours that Swiss-based miner Xstrata may join the bidding war for Macarthur Coal helped push Macarthur shares 97 cents higher. Telstra rose 1 cent. $1 Australian is buying just over 60 British pence.
Teachers have voted not to conduct national tests in schools next month. The Australian Education Union will boycott the NAPLAN literacy and numeracy exams, fearing the results will be used to name and shame schools.
When you have league tables that brands individual schools and therefore all their students as failures, that does not make for good education policy.
Federal Education Minister Julia Gillard says she has contingency plans, including using parents as exam supervisors.
The Rudd government has caved in to public pressure over its school building scheme. It's now setting up a special task force to handle complaints. But 7 News can reveal there is another taxpayer rip-off squandering millions of dollars. It's been a big 24 hours in Fremantle, Basil. The Dockers are unbeaten and cashing in.
Spot on, Sue, that's right. Yes, they sold $50,000 worth of merchandise at Subiaco Oval yesterday, and they've signed 1,000 new members. Winning is everything. Tonight, a 7 News exclusive. Mark Harvey takes us inside the Dockers. Yes, it was a great win yesterday, and there's more on the Dockers after the break, plus why the Eagles are struggling. John Worsfold live. Why were they using the phones at three-quarter time? And it's Phil Mickelson's green jacket.
An unbelievable shot by Mickelson.
The News Perth watchers and the newspaper WA reads come together at thewest.com.au.
The West Coast Eagles are off to their worst start to a season since 1989. 3 straight losses, with Essendon to come at home on Friday night. John Worsfold joins me now. John, has the season got away from you already?
I haven't got Bez.
Just try again, John. Can you hear me there now, mate? Struggling with John Worsfold. We'll try and come back to him in just a moment. Well, the Fremantle Dockers are breathing easier tonight with news Nick Subin has been cleared of major knee damage, but the young defender has badly injured his ankle and will miss at least 2 weeks.
Bartel, Subin's ankle gets badly hurt when his foot gets trapped under the Brownlow medalist.
That looked terrible.